Hey guys, Philosopher here, and today I have the finals of my Cosmic Crucible battle. This is Trial 3. I'm 2-0. I'm going for 3 wins, the clean sweep here, and I'm up against Manbush, who is somebody who watches the channel. He's been in the comments. Thank you for being such a good competitor and a good sport about everything. He mentioned that he's in a time zone. I think he said he's in Australia, so he tends to have to attack first and doesn't like that. And I can see why, because it definitely tells me what I have to beat, right? So now I know he's already done all of his attacks, and he can't beat 2 of my defenses. So I will show you the situation that he's in. So first of all, I had Darkhold, I think, here. Wait, no, I had Axeman. That was my throwaway defense. I had Darkhold here, and he could not beat my Darkhold. So he tried Weapon X. He tried a mishmash of stuff and didn't get very far. And then he tried Weapon X again and was not able to get my Darkhold down. And then I also have a defense here, which is basically my Eternals with Dormammu, Emma, and Red Guardian. And the goal here is just, and so he canceled and then went at it again, and he just couldn't clear it. So the point of those defenses is to try to, if I don't get wins, at least make it so my opponent's very inefficient. So now I know as long as I can clear 5 of his 6 rooms, I'm okay. So most of these are not going to be hard. These 2 aren't going to be hard. I'm just going to ignore the Darkhold room, because I went fairly heavy on defense, as you can tell. The 2 challenging rooms are going to be right here. He went super hard on Wakanda. I didn't. I've gear tier 14 on all of my Wakanda except for Shuri, and I'm missing a lot of the T4s. So I'm going to have trouble here. And then I'm also going to have trouble with this, or at least some I'm going to have to put some work in there. The rest of these will be fairly easy. So let's start here by going into the time dampening room, and we are just going to go into it with Zemo like I've done before. I did that in the last match, and I'm going to do this while I talk to you about the team here. We'll take this out and just put all Hydra. And the reason I'm throwing in Hydra, you can use really any characters with Zemo. It won't let me go in with just 4 characters. You can't just bring in Zemo, so you have to throw in some characters you wouldn't use elsewhere. It's very safe to say I would not use the Hydra elsewhere. So what we're going to do here is use this, and then we are going to time out with Zemo. The idea being Zemo is going to go in and bring Dormammu under 100% health. So if he's under 100% health, then we won't have to face a res and all of these characters. So what I'm going to do is basically we're going to wait out these 5 minutes. I'm going to do the alt just because it's a long animation. We're going to wait till there's 2 seconds left. So as I said, the challenge is going to be, what do I do against Wakanda? Now, in my second match, which I didn't record, I just don't have the time, particularly on a holiday weekend, to do all of this. Even this, I'm frankly doing very late at night, which is why I'm quieter than usual. In my second match, I was able to mirror match. In my second battle, I was able to mirror match Wakanda better. If you watch the first one, I lost the mirror match. The second time, I did better. This one I think will be a loss, but I probably will try the mirror match again. And the alternative is to use Weapon X there. The only other, that if I'm able to even get that down to the point where they need cleanup, in other words, I should be, as long as I can 2-tap Wakanda, we should be pretty good. Because this will be a 2-tap here. I'll probably just use Infinity Watch to clean up, like I did before. I'm not really that concerned about this team once I don't have to face a res, right, or a second revive on all of these. I think So it'll probably be the Zemo sack we've got here. Then it's going to be Infinity Watch, and then we'll figure out whatever cleanup team we're going to do. Then in Wakanda, I'll probably do a mirror match, and then if I have to, I'll follow up with Weapon X. And then I'll still have some good teams left. I'll have Axemen with Doom left. My Young Avengers are on defense, but I'll have Axemen, not Axemen, I'm sorry. A-Force with Doom. I will have Secret Avengers Kestrel. And then I can use Uncanny to defeat the Web Warriors. There's a lot of stuff that can defeat that Axe Canny team. I know, with straight Axemen, a lot of times people are just using the Shadowland against them, but we'll see if we can end up using something better just to make absolutely sure that we get the win there. Maybe just Secret Avengers. That would certainly be enough if we end up using them. All right, so we're getting close here. 2 minutes. I'm gonna wait till literally there's maybe 3 seconds remaining. So yeah, the goal here is gonna be use all my good teams to make sure that I get these tough ones down. And then this is the advantage, I should say, of going second. So I think that my opponent's right to say that he's at a slight disadvantage, because if I didn't know that he failed against two of my defenses, then I'd be in a situation where I would have to I'd be taking a gamble. But right, I certainly would. I don't think I'd defeat Darkhold anyway, but I might be concerned about efficiency. Whereas here, I'm going to focus on carefully clearing all of these teams. The other thing that I will need to make sure that I'm careful on the Wakanda team. I don't want to run out of teams by triple tapping all. I want the Wakanda one needs to be at least a clear 2-shot. So I'm not in a situation where I run out of teams entirely. So, that's important. If I triple tap this team, which I think is possible, I don't know, Infinity Watch may not get it done. Although I will say I feel better about this than the last one that I recorded, because there I had a 7 red star, teal gear, Silver Surfer, which is just a lot harder. So I think that's, that makes things definitely tougher there. But here I'm facing a much tougher Wakanda that maybe I will end up having to, 2-tap or whatever. Okay. 5, 4, 3. Perfect. Perfect. Yep. Look at that. You can see that we definitely got Dormammu under 100% health, so we should be good to go for the next one. So now when we look at our teams and we plot it out, if I use Infinity Watch here, and let's say I use Wakanda and Weapon X here, well, I probably will be able to, I should have no problem using A-Force and Doom here, Uncanny, and then yes, Secret Avengers Kestrel here will easily get the job done. All right. All right, let's go back in now. We're going to use Infinity Watch. The reason I'm using Infinity Watch here, Infinity Watch are going to be basically, they're going to have no problem with any of the debuffs. They'll have immunity and a quick cleanse from Philovel, and they're going to evade the Secret Server. Secret Server. Silver Surfer alt. You can tell I'm tired. All right. Let's do that. As I've said before, you really want to go from to your iffiest attacks first. That's the key thing. And definitely in this case, that's this one. Now, obviously having Dormammu here means that I am not going to get the assist that I otherwise would get. So that is unfortunate. But okay, we still will get the heal and the slow here, even though we're not. Getting the assist. Okay, we definitely want to get that stun on Silver Surfer. That's important. Oof, brutal. Not good. Okay, let's do this here. All right, we got Silver Surfer done. That's the key one to get, in my opinion. I'm gonna go after Deathpool next because I think you can see I'm really focused on making sure that I'm not facing a tough team again. So now I'm going after Dormammu because I'm not scared about Cloak at all. Okay. We got it. So it turns out I didn't even need to triple tap this one. The last one was hard because in that last match I had, as I said, I had a 7 red star gear tier 16 Silver Surfer. He really scales really well with the gear. All right, so that's what happened there. So even with the ISO 4, I was able to get this done. A 2-tap. That makes this a lot easier. I didn't even need to triple tap. I am going to use Wakanda here, I think, because, and I just want to make sure, in the slowdown room, I'm pretty sure A-Force doesn't have speed up. That's my only concern. But, I mean, they would be bad here anyways, but I just want to make sure that I'm right. We got no speed up here. No, this is, yeah. She doesn't speed up there. Doesn't speed up. You may say, wait, Philosopher, why are you looking at this? I mean, don't you know the kits well enough? I get people who will make comments in the comments and or on my Discord, and that's a fair argument. I just, frankly, I want to be absolutely certain. I don't see. I was pretty sure that I didn't get speed up on this team. That's great. Yeah, this is going to do fine then, unless I get speed up here, which, nope. Oops. Yeah, this is, this flips speed up. Perfect. Yeah, we're in a good situation here. Okay. And this doesn't either. All right, so yeah, we've got, I think, a really good plan for the rest of these rooms. So let's see how my Wakanda punch-up does. It's going to probably fail badly. I'm going to focus on Okoye, obviously, but It's just I'm so much of a smaller team. He's got teal gear on his Wakanda. I'm probably going to get wrecked, but that's okay. I'm going to use some cooldowns. To me, this is a team that is an obvious choice to use here. All right, perfect. We can go right after the Okoye. And just hope that the fact that I'm a human being helps. Okay. All right, so far so good. Okay, that didn't work. Going after Quay is not working so well. So it happens when you have such a thick team. Okay. All right, let's see. If I can get it, I would love to be able to get a Quay down here. I just have not been able to do it. All right. Let's see. It was pretty disappointing. Let's see if I could follow up with Weapon X and get this done that way. That was pretty brutal. Not good, but hopefully this gets it done. A reason I think this team should do well is that the one problem that Wakanda has is debuffs, okay? They're just not... They're a team that has a lot of trouble with debuffs. And... Okay... Okay, that was stupid. I shouldn't have even bothered with the... Wow. Okay, we got him down. So far, so good. This counterattack, break this chain. Okay, yep. Okay. There we go. It was ugly. There's a winning ugly element to this, but you know what? We got it done. Maybe I could have gone in with Weapon X first. Maybe that would have been smarter. I don't know. You got it done. This is one where, like I said, he is at a disadvantage because I know what he's done so far. All right, so this team doesn't really scare me. It's just got some debuffs. These teams will be easy. So let's just go right in and do the A-Force Doom thing here. We should have no problem. like I said before, the goal of how you want to handle these matches are plan your attacks out in advance. once you know what you're facing, or you plan your attacks out in advance. Then you handle your iffiest attacks first. Oh, uh-oh. Oh. Wow. Let's go right here. Thank goodness for Jessica Jones. Just in time, really. Doom's gone. All right. Wow. Wow. All right, let's do this here. Wow. Wow. Okay. Jeez Louise. Brutal. Wow. I totally underestimated this team. Totally underestimated this team. That was brutal. So now we got to clean up here. Wow. So much for my A-Force Doom being super great. Well, what more do you got, Philosopher? What else you got? I'm going to be fine here. I don't really want to use my Secret Avengers Kestrel here. Yeah, I could totally... I will be fine cleaning up with my... I will be fine cleaning up with my X Factor, I think. But we need a cleanse here. Ideally a fast cleanser. Or something else. Maybe we just use Silver Surfer. Or Shang-Chi. My own Shang-Chi. These are first world problems, right? Yeah, let's just do this. We should be fine. As long as I win, as long as I can beat this, then we're good. Okay. Doing this just to get him down. He's the one He's the one who's the most concerned, the most concerning in terms of sustainability, because we got Dr. Voodoo down. There's no positive effects, but whatever. He does still great damage. All right. Good enough. By the way, I should not have used Shang-Chi here because he has speed up, but it didn't matter. He did good damage, so that's fine. All right. Now we will use our uncanny here. I know a lot of people are very wary of having uncanny on offense because Phoenix dies. That hurts efficiency. In my experience, first of all, Phoenix often doesn't die. Usually my Phoenix does not die in this fight because it's such a hard counter, even though it's a big punch-up like it is here. And even if she does, the speed at which this attack goes off is worth it. So this is my first turn. All right. Look, turn 2. Right, we're only doing this. We'll see. We'll count how many turns. So this is turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, turn 5, turn 6, and it's over. So to me, this is efficient. And by the way, as you see, Phoenix survived. So I actually think this is very efficient for offense, in my opinion. Done a lot better than my other rooms, right? Probably my highest scoring room. And then here we'll just use Secret Avengers Kestrel. And that this is a gimme. So, what I would say is the reason, if you're wondering, well, why am I going to win this one? Well, it's simply because I set a tougher defense and still had enough in the tank for offense. And that's the real difference. Okay? In other words, I think, his roster, if you look at it, I'm sure that he has higher TCP than me, just judging from some of his teams. This is me being cute, and that was stupid. By the way, that was really freaking dumb. Okay? That was absolutely stupid. And I also... This is the problem with doing this late at night. I summoned as well, so I may actually lose this fight. I probably won't, but I deserve to lose this fight here because I did some really stupid shit. Sorry for swearing. I usually don't swear in these either. But yeah, that was pretty dumb. And I got cute. I'm like, instead of basicing Beast, I'm just going to use the... I'm going to use the ultimate right next because it's going to chain to him, and then it didn't. And then I literally am summoning because I'm not paying attention. There we go. Yeah, that was pretty stupid. This is basically not how not to play an uncanny match. That's just what happens when you record something at 2:44 in the morning. And you wonder why my content at times can contain misplays. All right. There we go. I think actually at this point I don't need to worry about not summoning. I would have been fine summoning, but it would have probably increased the amount of turns that I took. So a little less efficient than it could have been, but whatever. We got it done. So this should seal the win right here, I think. And that's it. Yeah, that's the end. So what do I have left in the tank? I bet not much. Yeah, my best team's going to be like New Warriors plus whatever, Surfer, and so forth. So you'll see we can try it. So because we've already beaten everything else, okay? So there's no harm in trying. But you'll see. Put Surfer, cloak. Here, ammunition with death pool. And then the question is, what else do I put in with this team? You know. Star-Lord T'Challa is not going to be able to land his blind, I would think. There's not much else. There's not much else here. So we'll do that. The alternative is to put like Sinister in and clone Morgan Le Fay. That's a very slow moving thing to do. Doc Ock doesn't really do anything of any value here. He can eventually flip, but I don't see it. You'll see. You'll see how pathetic this fight is anyway. And the purpose here is just to see, hey, can we get a knockout? Yeah. And that's it. There's a bunch of controllers. I mean, we just don't have much. In other words, she's going to ability block my controllers from the get-go, and then that's basically the end of that. You can see. I perhaps could have tried to send in a SAC team just to burn cooldowns. Okay. That might have been the way to go here. But it doesn't matter. It just gives you a sense of why it's just not even worth bothering here. So, you know, I had a better offense-defense balance than him, but not you know, because I put a little more in defense and still had enough in the tank to clear his. But it's close call. You could see I don't have really much left in the tank at all. I have, you know, symbiotes and other assorted garbage. Okay, the remnants of Marauders. It wasn't enough, but I won, and so there you go. We did it. We get this basically the same rewards as him. So, you know, I'm gonna get 200 more of these and 500 more of these. But the most important thing is we had some fun against somebody who is on our channel and is an awesome guy. There's been some other, you know, great folks on my channel like Polo Master who also had fights as well. People on our Discord. So look, if you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to this channel. If you have comments, questions, cheers, jeers, happy, sad, angry, mad. If you want me to wait till I'm more awake to do videos, you can post all that below. Or you can go to my Discord. We have a great community there, lots of great theory crafting conversations. You can go there. That's linked below too.